Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are here to do the actual unboxing of the BMG Uriah Heep Everyday Rocks box set. Here it is. Just hit myself in the face with it, it feels good. And it's very heavy, but it's got a lot of cool stuff in here, so let's dig in. All right, folks, here we are. We are doing the official unboxing now of the Everyday Rocks box set by Uriah Heep, the first 7 albums from the band, done in production with BMG. Very great people. Everybody that I've worked with in both camps has just been absolutely phenomenal, and I couldn't be more grateful to be asked to spend some time doing this video. So let's get into it. You can see this beautiful artwork through the glare of the cellophane, which we're going to cut into in just a moment here. But it is absolutely stunning, just a beautiful, detailed artwork in this very large box. But once you know everything that's in it, you'll understand. If you don't already know, you'll understand why it's so big. That's what she said. Wow, it even smells like records. I love that. All right, so we're going to put that over here. So get a good look at the artwork here. Absolutely fantastic detail. The clockwork in the eye, almost, sweat on the skin. Everything's just so up close and in there. I have no idea whose eye this is, but they're famous if they're ever identified. Let's take a look inside. Of course, you saw me take the cellophane off, so I have never seen the actual inside of the box. I'm going to start with the t-shirts I see. Ah, yes. Absolutely lovely. And it looks like they're in order. So first we have Very Heavy, Very Humble, the first album, the one that started it all. And a great reproduction of the album artwork, by the way. It's not always always the case where you get t-shirts that look as good as you hope they will. Sometimes the printing just doesn't happen. But in this case, they are all very high quality so far. Here we have Salisbury, one of my favorite albums, one of the first albums that I was introduced to from the band, and one that has really stuck with me over the years. Of course, this is the European cover. The American cover made no sense whatsoever, but it was really cool, and the one that I grew up with. So every time I see this cover, I'm still a little bit put off because, when I think Salisbury, I think that big red sort of monster thing that I don't know what it is. But a very cool cover and a great reproduction of the album just the same. Of course, here we have Look at Yourself. Now, I wondered how they were going to do this because I didn't feel that they would put the mirror in the middle. So I like what they did, though. I like what they've done with the eyes and then the Heep logo. Very classic, great album too. Absolutely fantastic album. So many good songs on it. Well, I mean, we're on I'm taping season, I think 18 right now. So I can say I've been through a lot of Uriah Heep albums, and every one of them has tons and tons of gems. And of course, one of their most well-known, we have Demons and Wizards right here. A beautiful, faithful replication of the artwork. But this color, I don't know how well you can see it, but this color is absolutely stunning for the water. It really stands out. It's almost like it's a whole different material visually. It just really pops right off the shirt. I love that. I love the Uriah Heep logo here, the font for Demons and Wizards. This is really cool. Yeah, very impressive. And of course, here's our wizard. Well, we assume he's the wizard. We don't actually know if he's the demon or not, but he's got a wand. It sparkles, so I'm going to say he's probably the wizard. Very nice. Very stunning. It's a good thing I needed some new shirts, too. This actually came at a really, really good time. And of course, it looks like I picked the right size, too, because they come in every size under the sun. I mean, they've got small, medium, large, extra, extra large. There might even be an extra, extra large. I'm not sure. But here we have the Magician's Birthday. This is with the alternate artwork, though, as you can see, because this little guy right here was not on the original. I'm actually looking at the banner right now. No, he's not on the original one, but some alternate artwork, which makes it very interesting. And again, we have that same font that we saw for Demons and Wizards, along with this really cool font for the logo. Absolutely love it. This is another one that's really stunning. I would have never thought of like a dark artwork for Magician's Birthday because it's so red and blue and vibrant in color, and plants and everything growing everywhere, and women half naked hiding behind plants for some reason. And I wouldn't have expected something dark like that, but I think that actually works. That's really nice. I like it. I'm really digging these shirts so far. Another one of my favorite albums that has a lot of meaning from my childhood. Here we have Sweet Freedom. Absolutely just a beautifully restored picture. This one has a little bit different of a finish to it. It's something that really just looks so vibrant, though. I love the restoration of the artwork for these shirts, even down to this little tiny line down here, but very beautiful picture of the band. And I always thought this was kind of a strange cover, though. I mean, I get the connection to the song Sunrise, which was actually on Magician's Birthday, but I don't know. It just like coming off of Demons and Wizards and the Magician's Birthday that had these really huge fantasy concept album covers. I always thought Sweet Freedom was a little bit interesting because it was a lot more simple. It looks just as vibrant. I mean, the color scheme on it is fantastic, but just a simple picture of the band. I always thought that was a fascinating concept. And then, of course, we dig into the final album of the 7 in the box set of t-shirts so far. And here it is, Wonder World, and just a beautiful, again, replication of the artwork. They really do have some sort of statuesque texture to them. And I remember, living so close to Caesar's Palace, I've been there many times where they have the living statues as well. And I can say, seeing that people do this for a living, they're living statues, they will literally stand there and not move or appear to move for a great amount of time. The replication of the appearance of these people being statues is very well done. I love the pedestals. I love the quality of everything. It's just another fantastic cover. And that, wow, beautiful set of t-shirts. My suggestion, just from having owned so many rock t-shirts like this, is that what you want to do is turn them inside out when you wash them the first time, and that will help keep the colors a little bit longer. I don't know what the science is behind that, because the whole thing gets drenched, but for some reason, that seems to be the case. So turn them inside out the first time you wash them. And for some reason, I always wash everything in cold. It makes no difference to me. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to laundry, to be honest. So now we're going to get into this. I'll do this before I get into the albums themselves, because I'm curious to see what all we have here. I'm just going to move this out of the way for a little bit. So we have some wonderful phrases from the lyrics to the albums. And on the back, we just have a white card, so you can hang these up somewhere. I would suggest not piercing them, maybe put them in a frame and hang them up. You can get framing fairly inexpensively, at least here in the States, at places like Michael's Arts and Crafts. A lot of craft stores will have some, really nice looking frames for just a few dollars. So I won't go into what each of them say. I will just say that here they are, and they are really beautiful. I love the words that are designed to stand out with a different color scheme. That's really nice. And I think the fun for the casual or even the versed Heep fan would be to, maybe make a game out of figuring out which lyrics go to which songs. You could make a drinking game out of it or a non-drinking game out of it, whatever you'd like to do. But I think there's a fun opportunity here, maybe get together with some friends. You could even do it over Zoom, since we still, in a lot of areas, cannot get together. But these are just beautiful pieces of art here. The color scheme is fantastic. It's got sort of that bronze color scheme around the end to it. And I like that. I think that's a nod to the original record company. And just this really beautiful things that you can look at every day, something that maybe you need yourself a little pick-me-up. Maybe you're having a tough day or a tough week, and you can get into these and just have something that'll make you smile. Almost like a coffee table book, but one that you can just hang on your wall, and you can just go to wherever you have each individual one, and you can read the quote and you can smile. You can, get excited, go play the song if you figured it out. Or do they say on here? Oh, well, they do. But anyway, you can not look at where it says the song title, and you can still make a game of it or cover that up for your friends when you're playing online, however you'd like to do it. So that is the art cards. Those are absolutely fantastic. Very beautifully done, high quality paper. This is not really thin. It's a nice thick bond, almost not. It's not quite cardboard. I don't know what you call it. Almost like a poster stock, maybe like a poster board stock, but a thick one. It's really got some sturdiness to it, and it feels really good. So very high quality stuff there. I would have expected nothing less in this box set, to be honest. And here we have the calendar where you can schedule your Uriah Heep and podcast listening. You guys could just mark every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday for the podcast because they come on every week. Wow. Yeah, this is absolutely stunning. I don't know much about this Phoenix logo yet. I know it came into play at some point in the band, but I haven't gotten there in the chronology. So I'll be digging into that at some point later. But there's a lovely Uriah Heep pedestal that the Phoenix is on. Of course, that would be a throwback to Wonder World, as we saw on that album cover. We've got some holidays listed, but mainly it's just open for you to schedule whatever you like. Maybe I want to listen to the song Sweet Freedom on a Wednesday, or I want to listen to The Magician's Birthday on Monday morning because that's going to really crank me up for the day. However you guys want to do it is fine, but this is an absolutely beautiful calendar. Plenty of space to write on, even where the writing is in the calendar. You still have plenty of spots around it. So a very nice thing that I imagine you'll be using over and over and over again. And of course, the 7 albums in this box set are not the only. They have 18 others with a 19th on the way. Wait, is that right? No. Well, that's how good at math I am on the fly. So 24 minus 7, 24 minus 7 would be 17. So there's 17 with 1 on the way, additional albums to listen to and to post on the calendar. So you have these 7, which are the first 7 that the band put out. And then, you have the other albums that you can schedule any kind of listening that you like. And of course, keep this box because it's wonderful. And again, it's that same bronze color, throwback again to the bronze era of the band. And a perfect place to hold all of these albums and picture cards and everything else because they are, to some extent fragile. Although this casing here is really good quality. I'm really liking this. It's nice and thick. It's really going to protect the picture disc. And so that is where we are now. We are at the first of the 7 picture discs. Let's see if these are in. Oh, okay. These might be in order here. We'd be lucky. That would be really nice. I have not had a picture disc in an age. Wow. Yeah, absolutely just stunning, beautiful. It's got a nice gloss over it, but the artwork is so beautifully restored. It's absolutely amazing. And of course, we have side A, and then we have side B here. Really, really nice and thick record here. I don't know if you'll be able to see the thickness of it, but I can say it's thicker than I remember picture disc being. Now, like I said, I haven't had one in a long time, but this is a nice, thick, sturdy record. And that's just beautiful, isn't it? I love that. If you could see, you could see so much detail in the webbing. It's right down to every little pixel, beautifully restored on this album. Absolutely lovely. I'm a big fan of this already. I've been saying for weeks that this was going to be a very special package, and I was not off at all. I think this is stunning. And of course, the real treasures, guys, are what's on the record. That's the most important part. It's nice to have everything in a beautiful package, but we're all here really for the music, and that this band has not let me down. Yeah, there's been a couple of songs that I've been like, not my favorite out of, the couple hundred I've reviewed, but I will have to say, it's few and far between, to be quite honest. So here we have Salisbury, just explosive colors. If you're seeing a certain extent of it through my camera, but I can tell you that they're just vivid and vibrant and absolutely beautiful. BMG has done an amazing job with this artwork and putting them on these CDs. Absolutely stunning. And then, of course, this way. You can tell I do a lot of video work, can't you? The tank on the back, absolutely stunning. And, to me, this kind of artwork really even makes the album more powerful because you're probably going to be looking at the album for at least a part of the time it's spinning on your turntable. You're going to be looking at the artwork on the t-shirt, or, maybe you're wearing it. But artwork really does have a very big impact on an album. And it's really weird because to me, music is audio, but there's a very, very big visual component to music, especially nowadays. It's a little sip of tea there. Let's get into this third one here. Oh, yeah. Well, we've gone down to one eye, which kind of makes sense. I actually like that they did this because thinking about this spinning on a turntable, it's going to certainly look much better with one eye than the two eyes going around for the front. So I really like that. Again, beautifully restored font. I love the coloring. That bronze against that grayish blue is very nice. It's a great choice. And then, of course, on the back, then we have the other eye. I will say the little bit that I work with graphics, I usually have people do that for me. I hire out for that kind of stuff. But what I can tell you is, for me, the biggest challenge was always the coloring. Here it's nice and simple because you have the lettering over one tone of color. But if this was a blend of two different colors, where do you put the wording and then how do you color it so that it stands out amongst the colors behind it? Even this blue on the grayish blue actually works really well. The words stand out and very brilliantly. I like that. So yeah, another absolutely stunning album cover. I'm really, all these weeks that I've waited for this, I certainly feel justified in my excitement, in what I had anticipated it would be. It's even better because everything's just done to an even bigger level of perfection than I thought it would be. And I thought I had pretty high standards, but maybe I don't. This is teaching me that I need to raise my expectation game a little bit, perhaps. But if you're working with people like Uriah Heep and BMG, you're going to get top quality, and that's all there is to it. That really sounded salesy. I didn't mean it to. It's just the fact. And with the personalities of the people that I've been working with Uriah Heep and BMG, it just falls into line for me because the experiences with everybody has just been fantastic. So here we have Demons and Wizards. This goes back to the more actual artwork. And for those of you that haven't seen the hidden penis, it's on your left. If you're not aware, if you still can't find it, you can Google it. It is there. And the wizard is, kind of saying, come on, let's head towards that. I don't know why, but I've always thought this was an especially cool album cover. One thing that I loved from the beginning, from the first time that I saw it, was the three colors for the lettering. I really like that. I think that really shines for me. And again, going back to, okay, well, we've got the word demons in blue. And if it were, down here, that really wouldn't work. But being that it's up here against the darker background, it works brilliantly. And then all these little, fizzles of energy or whatever they are, really bring out that title. And I love it. And I love the water. I love the green of it. It just pops right off the LP, guys. It's absolutely fantastic, I can tell you. And then on the backside, what do we have? Oh, okay. So on the backside, then we have the alternate artwork. And this, if you got the 50th anniversary box set last year, then I believe you would have this as an art card as well. I think they did. Was there a poster too? There might have been a poster. I don't remember off the top of my head. But it's absolutely beautiful. Roger Deans did such a great job with it. And of course, these are the darker blues instead of green that we see in the water coming down. Just absolutely tremendous. I mean, to me, this has always been one of the greatest album covers ever. And I don't think I had it on picture disc back in the day. I certainly didn't have this version of it with this artwork because this was just newly redone by Roger Dean. But absolutely splendid. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And I hope that you're getting a good taste of how vibrant the colors are through my camera. I will only find out later. And it really kind of depends on which device you're looking on too, because if you're looking on, a small phone versus an iPad or on your computer monitor, it can look a little bit different depending on where you're actually watching it from. So here we have, of course, The Magician's Birthday. And if you can see it off to the side of your screen, there is my tapestry of The Magician's Birthday album cover, this very one we're looking at right here. But of course, being larger, everything's spread out and the tones are a little bit more blurry and dull. Whereas here on this album cover, my God, they just look beautiful. The whole image is just so sharp and clean. and it looks like it was just painted, and the paint is still wet. With the gloss we have over the top of it, just looks absolutely amazing. And even, I forgot how vibrant the colors in the plants were. Maybe they touched those up a little bit. The ones over here, maybe they touched those up. I don't remember them being quite so colorful, but they could have been. As I'm getting older, my memory fades. So that is going to be my excuse for everything going forward. But absolutely brilliant. I love the placement of this. Just happened to work out where his sword goes through the hole in the album for it to sit on your turntable and play nicely. And then, of course, on the back, we have that new artwork, just as we did on Demons and Wizards, and as we have on the T-shirt with the, this sort of guy over here and the woman falling. Like, this is really just a brilliant, impressive thing. I love the darkness in it as a contrast to the original artwork. It's like a sinister version. I remember there were those pictures that, depending on what angle you look at them, will look like two different things. And I kind of feel like this would be a great thing to do if you could do that. I don't know if you could with the difference in colors, but to just be able to look at a picture of this from two different angles and see either picture would be just super amazing. But yeah, absolutely stunning, guys. Absolutely stunning. I am so blown away by the quality. These are ones to take great care of, for sure. Okay, and we're down to the last couple here. We have, wow. Here we have Sweet Freedom. I love how they've kind of zoomed in on it and just made the whole thing that sunset combination of colors instead of doing it from further out and surrounding it with black. I think that was a great idea. The pictures of the band are just stunning the way that they've expanded them. They look fantastic, just beautifully restored, no doubt about that. And of course, we have the original, yellow lettering from the album cover. And then on the back, where other great songs also appear, we have basically, how close is it? Yeah, it's basically the same picture without the band. So we've got the sunset or sunrise, depending on what you're thinking or what you're feeling. Now, there was a song that was a bonus track called Sunshine, which is one of my favorites from the band. So I don't know if that refers to this, but there is sunrise on the Magician's birthday. But either way, it's just a beautiful, beautiful picture, and I love it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And thinking of the song, which one is it? If I Had the Time, thinking of the opening to that song, I think honestly, when I hear those opening tones and that synth that comes in for the melody, this is always kind of what I've pictured. And it was a song that I really got into in the summertime when I would get up at like 6 a.m. and go roller skate around the block a few times. And that song would be in my head thinking, if I had the time, well, I'm making the time. That's what I'm doing right now. And so it would be slightly chilly in the morning. You could feel the day warming up. There was just such a special memory attached to that. And so for me, that tone of the album cover, those reds and oranges, is just absolutely perfect. What the original concept or reasoning was behind that, I don't know. I can only say that for me, associated with my memories, I could not have asked for anything better. And now that brings us to the final one in the box set. We all know what it is. And it looks like we got this one backwards. Okay, so here it is. Wonderworld, the beautiful statuesque picture of the band that I was talking about earlier with my experiences at Caesar's Palace here in Las Vegas. And wow, I just absolutely beautiful and stunning. I love the colors in the clothing and in the faces of the band. The pedestals, they really look vintage or ancient, They look like they were done a long time ago. The detail on this album is just phenomenal. I feel for the guys because I know how these photo shoots go, and I can imagine how long they spent in those positions or trying to replicate those positions. And of course, David with his classic open shirt. It seems like you could make a drinking game out of that too. If you could find a picture of David with his shirt on and buttoned, you have to take a drink. I guarantee you won't get that drunk. But yeah, the lettering, everything down to the last detail is just fantastic. But the colors on this one, are just perfect for what they were going for here. And then, of course, on the back, we have the band. Oh, look, you can take a shot because David's got his shirt buttoned. I actually really like that shirt. But here's everybody, faithfully restored artwork, just beautiful. In fact, I think this is the best looking picture of this I've ever seen. It's just so vibrant the way that they've restored the coloring and all that. BMG has just done such a stunning job with the artwork, and of course, at the direction of Uriah Heep, working together to create this stunning box set. 7 albums in picture disc form. That would be alone, as far as I'm concerned, easily worth the price. But then you add in the 7 T-shirts, these beautiful art cards, the calendar. I mean, it's all just absolutely amazing. And I could not think of anything more that they could have done. But what I will say, too, is that they've put a lot of care and thought into this. And I think that they've come up with something that's very unique, especially with the calendar and the vocal phrases. I haven't seen any other box sets that are like that. I mean, some are pretty creative, and I'll give those credit. Like the Misfits one that came in the coffin, that was really nice. It came with a Fiend Club pin, which you would have gotten if you had been in the Fiend Club in the 80s. Some really nice trinkets in some of these, but I have to say this is more interactive. I mean, the T-shirts are ones that you can wear with great pride. The album covers, you can, be so happy just to play those on a turntable and hear the restored sound. It's, I don't have a turntable right now, but I will, and I can't wait to play these because I'm sure the audio is just stunning on them. A beautiful display box. It's just got everything that you could ask for, except for the band to show up and play for you, which would be really hard to put in a box. But apart from that, I think they've done a stunning job. I know that quantities are limited, so if there are any still available and you are interested, please get one right away. I will put a link in the video notes. And of course, you can go to the official Uriah Heep website, and there is the link for direct purchase right there. But thank you guys for joining me for this. This has just been a beautiful, beautiful package to unbox. All the anticipation and waiting and angst that I had for this moment was easily justified because what they've given us is something that's quite incredible here. And I'm very glad that they did, and I'm glad that they allowed me to do this video and share this with you guys. Check it out. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you in the show, guys. Cheers. So one other thing that I didn't mention in the video that I really wanted to, I was just so excited with everything that I was looking at. I wanted to talk to you guys about the quality of the t-shirts too, because this material is nice and thick. It's really soft. It's good quality stuff. They really spared no expense on this box set, guys, between the artwork, the t-shirts, the calendar, the art cards, the picture discs. And it really is an incredible box set, and I am so proud to own one. It's an amazing part of my collection, probably one of the best parts of anything that I own besides my recording studio. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope that you're enjoying the show. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing video, and we'll see you in the next show, guys. Take care. Cheers.